All right, welcome, one and all, to another episode of
Tunesday.
Tunesday, the day we build some music from scratch. And today, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's a sort of special album. I guess it's finishing off another 3 month chunk, or it's a special album. It's a special song because it's the end of an album. Um, Finishing off a 3 month chunk, so this will be the end of 3 years of Tunesday? Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, right? 3 full years? Hang on, let's look. Let's take a quick gander. See, we started in April. And yeah, there'd be 4 albums a year. And we got 12 albums here. So that's 3 years. That's some good progress in terms of music. 150 some songs that didn't exist before I started doing this. Happy to say I have done it. But today we're gonna do, I don't know, it might be a special Tunes Day, but it's still gonna be just chill. We're just gonna do some like lo-fi or I guess whatever comes out of it. Lo-fi is what I had in mind, but we'll see if it evolves into something else. I'm sort of feeling something on piano. Let me just get a simple piano in here. I wish I could give the credit to somebody, but I watched a YouTuber that showed how to get or they're like, this is what I do to make a lo-fi piano sound myself. It's very effective, actually. It was usually using plugins I already had. If you just basically take a plain piano sound, right here, and you run it through an auto tune. And let's see, we need to correction amount up. Yeah, you hear that? Maybe I could even turn it down a little bit, but you just sort of adjust the correction amount you need. And then right there, it already sounds pretty distorted. I don't know. Warped. That almost sounds too much. Hang on, let's turn it down a little bit. Just trying to come up with a riff here. I like that, actually. Maybe, okay, so I'm in the left hand. I'm doing this C minor chord. Then I just go. I do like landing on the C minor on the last note. So maybe I can put in another chord somewhere, like. Or I could go. I like those two chords together. Let's do that. Let's record that. What tempo would that be at? Boom, 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 boom. No, a little slower. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, 85 is definitely what I want. Let's add in my lo-fi kit just to start with. Get rid of that metronome. I'm just going to make my own. Consolidate loop, and then hang on. You picked a bad color there, Ableton. Just hate that blue because you can't see the little dots for where it's looping. At least I can't because I'm blind. There. There's our metronome. Now we hop back over here on piano. Hang on. I need my headphones up for this one because there's too much delay. Probably because I'm also running it through an auto-tuning effect unit. Which is, yeah, I guess I didn't really explain that, but what this is just a free auto-tune plugin. And so I'm basically just auto-tuning the piano and then forcing some of the pitches around, which is what gives it that warbly sort of sound. There we go. There we go. That last one was the best one by far. Maybe I hit it a little too hard, but that's okay. Okay. Let's do this. Move it there before I consolidate. No, what are you doing? Really, those are your only two options? Okay, right here. Okay, let's make it a little bit longer of a loop, like this. This long. 10 seconds, that's a good loop length, so that way we can mix up the second part. One more thing, 40, 51, 44, 19. Let's do this. Up this one to 50 something. Let's do like 57, 47, 40. Okay, hang on. I already gotta turn on a fan. It's already getting hot in here. Hang on a second. Okay. So let's change the second part of this. So we go. Let's change it to that. Actually, what if we change the first one to that and the second one to that? Let's see. I like the major more. I don't know. No. All right. Kick, snare, hat. Let's pick them all with the effects already set to the track. That way I can pick more precisely. So like I already like this kick EQ. We should probably put on just a basic snare and then a basic hi-hat. So right now, these are too small. Makes it a lot harder to arrange a track when it's this small. So let's make them a little bit longer. Okay, let's loop these two. I sort of like this kick snare combo here. I've learned with making lo-fi beats to really embrace the this would be a 16th note, right? Yeah, because these would be eighth notes if I were to go like this, you know. But I've learned to really embrace the 16th note. Like, I feel like it's really good, especially a lot of beats. I'll just make these bigger. Easier to click on when they're that big. Copy everything I got so far. Sort of like the break in the drums there, at least for now. We might mix it up and make them more complicated. It's almost like a deceptive like downbeat too, because you almost feel like it's gonna be like this is a pickup and there's the downbeat. That's at least not the way I'm arranging this track. Let's let it think that there is this build up. Like this is a pickup, sorta. I guess I could just arrange it like that if I wanted. Actually, now that I hear that, I don't like it as much. We could do this, like maybe the hi-hat doesn't come in right away. Do this. No. We mix it up then right there or something. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I do know one thing that is needed. We need some side chain compression. It's a must for lo-fi tracks. You got to side chain that kick. Like that. I like to even put it on the hi-hat, but a little less. So like you put it on the hi-hat. Actually, I think it sounds fine how it is. Oh man, I like how this one's going now. It's extremely chill. We've maxed out our chillness, guys. We need to insert a crazy synth solo because we are too chill to counteract it, you know. I think so, legally. I'm not sure though. I'm not super familiar. I'm no audio lawyer or nothing. Come on, get in there, Helm. Get to work, boy. Here we go. Oh, turn it down. It's going to be way too loud. There we go. Still don't understand why there's no rename in there. Why do I have to go to this mode to rename it? I think it shows up sometimes, but not all the time. And I don't know why. Ooh, that bass already sounds good. It already sounds so good. It's going to sound even better once I do this, too. Ooh, I like this, like, bum, bum, bum. Now, do I want to, let's do this. Lower the sustain to nothing, but make it a really long decay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. See, I guess I could do Ben Burns' 2-hour track challenge if I do lo-fi. Maybe I should do that the next time he does one where people can participate He makes a whole album of it. Because look at this, 25 minutes in, and I've got a good chunk started. Excuse me. Actually, I almost want to put another kick in where it changes. So it goes, hang on. That's where it changes. Maybe we'll change it there. Not an F sharp. F natural. Let's do this. Mute the bass for just a minute. And I like the idea of the drums coming in like really chill. Wait. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. No, not that. Let's do this. Let me take this kick snare part. I'm going to shrink it down here quick, consolidate it, and then loop it again. This allows me to put a little bit more variety in throughout. See, we made it twice as long. So like the first one, here we go. Actually, I almost want to get rid of this one. that. I actually want to do this, even more variety. Copy and paste this. Actually, better idea. Let me get rid of this real quick. This is already set to loop. I want to move this over here, move that there, move this here. I think that change that I made is going to work better for a bigger transition. So I do something like this. Just want to add a little more variety in the snare, I feel. Kick, snare. Just doing some arranging. Drums drop out here. So we could also still like pitch shift this whole thing. I don't think it needs it. And I sort of like having it in MIDI still, so I can change any notes if I want to. So maybe we'll keep that, leave it alone. Let's see. I do hear some like background sounds in this. Like yes, I know it's cliche to just put like rainfall in or something like that. But that's what I hear. What if we move on the kick? No, it sounds better right here. if we put a break in the bass like that? Copy and paste that. I still think that's going to be too high. I need to change the kick to match it a bit. Push the snare off of the beat a little bit there. I like that for bass. It's really simple and chill, which is the most important thing in lo-fi, I think. Oh boy. About that long. Okay. What else can I put on the piano to make this more interesting at the beginning here? Like, after the auto tune. I like that. That's pretty good. Let me turn it off right here. I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Especially if we put in something like here on the shaper or on the master plugin. I already gave away what I was going to do. Put in a shaper box. Lo-Fi's most favorite plugin. 'Cause there's so much stuff we could do, especially in terms of a transition here. Basically, we just like leave it in. I should just, here, let me just draw this actually. This way we can experiment and jump around. We don't have to worry about clicking it on and off. We'll just draw it on right there. And that's it. So let's bring this over. So we just hear this transition. So we're going to start from right here. So we can do that one. What else we got? We got, hang on, if I just pull this over, is it going to just keep looping? Oh, that's this mode. Yeah, and then we could also put in like this. Okay, not that one. Changed my mind, not that one. We'll try a couple others. Nah, probably not that one. No, absolutely not. Just a nice simple reverse here. Now, if I did reverse, we'd have to do bigger like this. Or wait, what about this one? That one's not bad. It's very subtle. Because the scratches are going to be a lot more apparent. go with that one for now. Here's something else we could use. We could use a nice house reverb on this whole thing. I've done church recently. I did gymnasium. Should I go back to cathedral? Good old cathedral. I should just get another reverb plugin. Do I have another reverb plugin that I got for free? I mean, there's nothing wrong with Ableton's reverb. It does sound nice. Just used a lot of them before, you know? Ambience. No. Okay, that's a good start. Here's another instrument that I've become obsessed with since getting this plugin. An organ. And the organ can do the same thing as the piano in terms of the auto-tune to make it sound a little weird, distorted, warbly, lo-fi, I suppose. Listen to this. Here. You hear it? It's a little bit right there. We could turn it up a little more. Let's turn it up all the way. I like that. Okay, hang on. Let me get into this. Vibrato on. Keep it on slow. But the vibrato is going to sound, it's going to make it more warbly because basically the vibrato is going to move it around in the pitch like vibrato does. But then the auto-tune is going to be like, no, you have to stay on this pitch. But it's going to be like fighting against the vibrato, which is what gives it that sort of like wavy. Like it can like almost barely hold together the sound. And it's struggling. And it sounds old and well, lo-fi. Whoa. Okay. Let's arrange something right here. if this is going to sound any different. No, it just sounds like it's holding it out. Excuse me. What would a chord sound like there? It sounds a little funky. Yeah, maybe no chords. Chords sound a little strange because it's trying to force it to one pitch and it's hearing all these, well, other pitches as well as their overtones, and it doesn't really know what to do because a lot of notes are then sort of clashing. It wants to just do one note. Doesn't have any what's this? It's coming together good and very quick. In an hour, we've got ourselves what could be a finished lo-fi track if I really wanted to limit it like that. You know what I mean? Don't think I'm ready for that yet, though. Also want to try this. We could use the shaper box, though. I didn't even think about that. Or like over here. These are bad right now. Let me try the one I made. Let's do this one, but like customize it a little bit more. Like this. Actually, I want to do this 2 bars worth. And cut what I have in half. Can I change the scale at which the grid works? It doesn't really do what I want it to. Weird how just the tiniest change makes a huge difference. I don't want to do it 2 times in a row. Ooh. Let's do this. So, okay, so the shaper box doesn't turn on till like right here. Then we could go even longer. Like, I'm feeling like this long for the whole thing, especially if we're mixing up this beat. I think this won't get boring. Because, like, you know, we're hearing the piano the whole song, right? So how do we keep it from getting boring? Well, halfway through, the piano rhythm sort of completely changes with that shaper box. I like that. Hang on. This is a new one. Let's save this. How do we save this? Thank God it has an undo feature. Right? Ooh. Oh, my ears were getting weird there. Like they were about to pop. How do we save it again? I saved it once. Hang on. I'm just too scared I'm going to fuck it up. So here's what I'm going to do real quick. Super, super duper quick. Drag on a new shaper box right here. And we go boop-a-doo, doop, shoop-a-doop. How do we save this? Nope. See, because then that's what I'll do. I'll have ruined it. And then there'll be no going back. So I'd rather just learn how to shave it. Delete, activate, snap, randomize, move wave section. Wait. Oh, I see. Oh, that's really interesting. You could change a lot of stuff doing that. Neat. So how do I, because I saved a preset once. I done it right here. But how did I do it? Oh, there it is. So you click that and save. Got it. Okay. Figured it out. Get rid of that. Go back up into the piano here, because I really like this. Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. Save. Call it Slam 2. And there we go. Now I got Slam 1, Slam 2. They're very similar, but just a little different. And in this, with this plugin, you only need to be just a little different, and it's already sounds so different. Because, like I was experimenting with, like, drawing a point from, you know, or when I was in like this mode, like from here to here is a completely different sound. So like tiny little subtle movements in the plugin can drastically change the entire sound. wanna look into some like atmospheric sound, like rain falling or something. Like here, look at this shit. Just let it keep playing. Left the sound going too. It's just good. It's good atmospheric sound. Maybe we will go with the leaves blowing one. Oh, it's getting intense. Okay, hang on. What about everything, actually? Oh, hang on. We gotta turn shaper box off right here real quick. Or no. Actually, let's do this. Better idea. Keep this going the whole way through because the shaper box needs to hear what's happening before in order to loop it correctly. So what we can just do is, because I just want the organ sound to be going through here. So instead, let's lower the volume. So we can just come in here, and I know I would do this with a utility if I had Ableton 10, but whatever, I'll automate the volume. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. In case I want to do any volume modification to the piano, I should use this from now on. No pickup, because I've done pickup in that one. I did a pickup in, okay, not that one. The wind is still going in this. This is a long audio clip right here. Oh, it's going to get really intense again. Hold on to something. That was fucking almost blew me away there. See, now the shaker box loop sounds just fine. don't have any EQ on this, I realize that. Let's just do a regular piano one. Just so we got something on there. Free up some more space for that bass, which is hanging out just below 100. So we'll go a little more, like that. Okay, let's add that ambience that I'm talking about adding. Boy, this really could be a 2-hour track challenge. We are flying through this one. We are at an hour and 16 minutes in, and I have the full length of the track, and I'm digging this one a lot. It's super chill, just super simple, but it's so good to get something that's so simple but so good. He's good. Did I mention it's good? That umbrella sound. I like these and all, but I wish they were longer. Let's sort by duration. Give me long ones. No, the other way around. Long ones. Give me them big boys. 6 minutes. It takes long to load because it's so long. I guess once it's loaded, I can jump through. It's got wind chimes, so I don't want that in it. Dark places. Huh. I like this one. I want to go with this one. It's really long. The rain sounds very nice. Let's do it. Did I get it? Oh, it's downloading sample. I guess it's 6 minutes long, so it's going to take a minute. Oh, I can't wait. Come on, buddy. There it is. Oh, it's warping it too, isn't it? Probably is. Unwarp. No warp. Oh, also then turn it down. It's probably way too loud. Does it fade in? Let's do this. Let's do this, actually. Let the fade in happen. Let me grab all of this, and I would hope it's not going to do the same with the automation. Hang on a second. Let me do this. Move it all in 2 notches. let's do that. This is now in the wrong spot. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. All the other automation should be fine, though. Right? Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. So is that. Okay. I don't really want any of the low end. I know that the Thunder can have a bit low end, but I really want to reserve that space for the bass. Is there a way I can, like... Let me turn this down a little bit. Maybe even compress it. I know it seems weird to just compress atmospheric sound. Off the grab the whole thing, all of it, and move it over one bar right here. Which means I'm gonna once again have to move this. Where am I? No, when I move it, it includes that. Okay, never mind. It literally selects all. Okay. Hang on, let me jump to here real quick. Basically, the shaper box over here was set to a 2-bar loop. And when I moved it all over 1 bar, that threw off where the loop was going to go. So I had to move it over 2 bars, so therefore, because it's a 2-bar loop, it would start at the beginning. It needs to. Now it should sound fine. I was wondering why it didn't sound good. Yep. Sounding good again. Let's give this a little bit of space here. Here's what I mean. The organ, I want to put this just a little bit in the right ear. Piano doesn't need any space because piano is already going to be stereo. The way they make piano, or it should be stereo. It doesn't look stereo though when I do this. It should be. They usually make piano synths and VSTs and everything like that. Like so that the low end of the piano is on the left side, the right end's on or the high end is on the right side. Like as if you were looking at a piano, you know. Doesn't look like that though on here. That's okay, I guess. Did that. Oh, it does go from the beginning. Actually, you know what? What if we go back to the original part here? Because I almost feel like the blum, bum, 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 it sort of throws off the... it throws off... I don't know. It throws off stuff. Hey man, could you maybe explain which situations you use compression and if you use it on most elements of a song? That's a good question. There's a few different ways you can use compression. On a lo-fi track like this, there is one type of compression that I will use on every single track. And in fact, I need to use it on a couple more tracks. And basically what I'll use is just sidechain compression. And basically what that is doing is ducking the sound every time another sound comes in. And when you use that, you use it for this type of music, you pretty much always use it on the kick. So like if we listen to the piano here, you can hear when the kick comes in, even without, or okay, better example, the bass. You can hear when the kick comes in, even though the kick is not even going. Because you could see it right here too. This is when it's ducking the kick or the bass every time the kick comes in. So this is a very important use of compression, and I use this on every track. Just because it makes the kick pop more. It's really common in like EDM as well when you make that like, I don't know, it helps with like a wub sound a little bit. So there's one very important use of compression outside of the standard use of compression where it's just like sort of making it louder is the general form of compression. But this is another very common use that I do all the time. If you want me to explain how to set something up like this, just as a preset that you can adjust willingly, let me know. Otherwise, if you're very familiar with that, then I don't know that I need to. I use compression a lot on guitar. In fact, there's even like a good preset one that starts. It's like a good starter in glue compression. Controlled dynamics, and it's literally the name is right there in it. It's because when you're playing an electric guitar, a lot of times you'll strum something a little quieter than the next strum, and so you'll use the compression to just get a more even sound all the way through, which is sort of what I did here in The Rain. That's why I have this compression going, is because we have moments like this where it's very quiet and it's just this sound, and we have moments like this, and you can see that. That's it pushing it down to be like, no, don't get that loud. When the thunder comes in, I don't want the thunder to be that booming and like noticeable. I want more of an even sort of just droning background sound. So that's what I use the compression for on this track. I should probably put a sidechain compression even on The Rain, right? Let's try it. Actually, well, okay, let's do it. But let's also lower it a little bit. Right now, it's a pretty intense, like, cutoff. It really cuts a lot out. Let's make it maybe not cut out as much. Do like that. Or, well, let's try that. Some people have told me they use sidechain compression on their reverb as well. They will just sidechain everything, so that way the kick really punches through. And I hear that on a lot of lo-fi songs, but personally, I don't like that. I think it's a little too disorienting to just hear, like, the reverb, which sounds like this huge room that we're in, just like dropping out so much. That's why I'm very hesitant to use the sidechain on The Rain, because I feel like it gives more of an atmosphere as to where we are. We're in church. It's raining outside. So the church sound and the rain don't get affected by the beat, but the beat and all the other instruments can be affected by it. I don't know. Great song, by the way. Thank you very much. It still bugs me a little bit. Let me do this. Let me do a little less. Like, it's just barely on there. I think that's good. I can live with that. Love the clear explanation. Hey, thanks. Do you I don't know how, I guess, familiar you are with music production or something, but do you know what I mean by the sidechain bass and everything like that? Because I feel like that's like key for lo-fi sounds. It's almost become a requirement. Unsure of when to use all the techniques of compression. Got it. Or any technique for that matter, a beginner. There is one thing that I found really helpful. No, not that. Did I save it? I gotta use this though. Free music video creators. Look at these. The guy, I found this on Reddit, I think some guy posted it. You basically just upload your song, it listens to it, and then it does like a visualization of it, of a real simple thing. And here you go, you got a free music video for no, not that. Free music video for your YouTube channel. There was a there was a really good. Did I not save it? Hang on. I bet it's in my Discord. I really want to find it and share it with you because this actually helped me a lot. there was this like beginners like just talk through like really simple effects, like just common sense ones like EQ and compression and stuff like that, but they just like break it down in a really simple way. And a lot of it is stuff that I already knew. Browser history, I looked at it a long time ago, so, but I'm pretty sure somebody shared it in my Discord, so let me look through that. That might be easier to find. Yes, here it is. Isotope did it. Here's the Reddit thread. Here, I'll post the link in chat once I got it. Here we go. Here's the link. So this has, the fun thing too is this has like exercises, and they're gonna work on it more. They're gonna add exercises for compression. Right now there's just like a learn section and everything like that. So they'll like teach you, and they have just videos where they just talk about the different uses of compression and hearing the difference between compression. They're like 2-3 minute videos that they break down into chunks. You know, threshold explained, compression attack, release. And a lot of it is stuff that you probably will already know, but a lot of it then might be like, oh, I didn't really think of it in that way. That's what I found best about it. And the most fun thing too is in the EQ, there's just this practice section where you can like really test how much you can hear differences between like the EQ changes in different parts of the frequency spectrum, and even by how much. Like you can even be like, test me on really hard stuff, and it'll just change it by like 1 dB in some part of the frequency spectrum range, and you have to tell where it is. It's fun. Or yeah, I mean, there's listen for EQ difference, qualities of EQ matching, so you can try to build the sound the same way, and it's fun. I'm looking forward to when they add the compression exercises in, because they say they're going to. I'm pretty sure. But definitely worth checking out. I'm really glad that they made a whole compression thing by itself. But yeah, someone else shared that in my Discord. Who shared that? Anne Young shared that, so kudos to Anne. Let's see. What else do we need for our track? I'm hesitant to do this, but I do. Yeah, leave. I didn't save anything. I'd hate to not at least try to find this. But I'm a sucker for adding some like looped vocals that I can put some crazy filter on. I could. Here's like lo-fi, 101 is you just find some good spoken word, like an old movie clip, like movie dialogue 5. What's the longest one you got? 21 seconds. Bomb away. So like you just do this. Look at all the samples we got. It's just bomb sounds.
Boys, I think we did a job we can be proud of. Look at all the samples we got. There's going to be a large headline when they see all these great things we're bringing back to them.
Stormrunner Gaming, thank you for following.
I'll make a bargain with you. You take me aboard your rocket ship. I'll show you the cave of gold.
Boys, I think we did a job we can be proud of. Look at all the samples we got. There's going to be a large headline when they see all these great things we're bringing back to them.
That's like just like lo-fi 101. Just drop a movie clip in right here in the middle. In fact, that could work very well. I like the whole like look at all the samples we got, because I know he's talking about science. But I could be like, look at all these music samples. Where it's lo-fi, you sample stuff.
Boys, I think we did a job we can be proud of. Look at all the samples we got. There's going to be a large headline when they see all these great things we're bringing back to them.
I'm just gonna take that one. Whether or not we even use it in this song, that's good shit. And here's another thing that I like about this. This is movie dialogue volume 5. Can I see volumes 1 through 4, please? What if I just did movie dialogue? Oh my god, it goes up to 6. Yeah, see, I already found 1 and I like that. Oh my god, hang on a minute. We got like movie dialogue volume 4. Can I view more packs? Show more packs. There's so many. Volume 2 I already liked. Wait, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's good. Wait, you did like them, right? Because they don't appear like they're liked. Do you like them? Because I like them. Show me my packs, please. Oh yeah, they're in there now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I found these ones before too. Okay, you got me curious. I don't think I'm going to use anything in that. But, oh, I haven't found this one yet. Let's do that one. Movie FX, not really what I want. Blockbuster. These look cool. Hang on, I just want to hear if these have any badass sounds that I just want to have for later on. A lot of times these will have just like, yeah, these whoosh sounds. That's fucking good. That's pretty good. What else you got? Oh my god, yes. Wow, that's some good sound design right there. Yeah, this is the weakest pack of them. But the other ones were really good. Movie themes, movie. Nah, nothing else. Robo Step. That sounds pretty dope. Hell drums. You had my attention at hell. It's not what I thought it would be. Oh, God. I thought these were going to be like metal drums. There's literally a picture of a drum kit. Yeah, a little disappointing. I've found some good metal drum kit packs. But I always feel like I could use more. Let's do sounds. Let's get picky. We are in what key? I guess like C minor-ish. No, so much is going to work, though. Well, we could do C minor or E flat major. Let's we'll try them both. I feel like I'm going to find more luck in C minor than E flat major. Okay, we got 1,000 samples. That's good. Give me the random ones. I don't like using popular always because sort of gives you the same list every time. Ooh, I've used her before. It's time to quit while we're ahead. No more tears are gonna shed. Nah. Don't want you already cutting it up. I can cut up my own vocals, thank you. What did I just say? Moving in your feet, moving in. No. Bumping through my Netflix chill? Hang on a minute, though. By the way, would you be able to explain your layout of the tracks? Because always when I make a track list, it's super chaotic. Yours looks very structured with all the tracks the same length. I know you understand. I hope you understand the question. Let me go back over here. With all the track lengths. I mean, I guess I keep them sort of next to each other in terms of like, here's our drum kit, like this sort of layout. I'm very big proponent of the loop system, just looping a thing and letting it go. And only copy and paste when I really need to. Like these are two different chunks, which is why I have to do that. The color organization in Ableton is one of my favorite things of all time. The fact that you can color it just makes it so much easier to be like, oh, the green is just my drum kit, so I understand it. And I know that people, so like the kick, the snare, and the hat are all technically the same drum kit, because as you see here, here's my kicks, here's my snares, here's my hi-hats. I just separate them into their own tracks just because I sort of like this view more. I know that you can still, like on this kick, if I want to use this kick sound right here, I could drag in this EQ right here. See? And then it will just be on this kick, and then this kick has something else, but only this one has this EQ, you know what I mean? So like you could really keep all your drums in just one track if you wanted, but I don't like doing that just because I sort of like having the difference of, maybe it helps for arranging, because when I want to arrange the kick and snare and stuff, I have to go into these things individually, and these are just kicks, then these are just the snares, and I have to just keep hopping between the two. So that's a little tougher to do, but I love the ability of just, being like, oh, the snare needs to be a little louder, and just using this interface rather than going in and go, okay, I'm using this kick right here, turn the volume up right there. I don't know. It's me personally. Plus, I guess it gives you a better visualization of when certain stuff cuts out. Like if I want to have... What's an example of that? I don't know. Sometimes I might have... So you duplicate the drum rack, sort of. I do. I 100% did that. Like basically, I just came up with this when I was arranging, and then I duplicated this 3 times and put it back up here, and then just deleted the hi-hat sound and chose one of the kick sounds. Because I guess here you can see this is the drum rack, that's all of them, and here's the hi-hats, here's the kicks, and then there's the snares. And just my general plain lo-fi kit where I've just got a bunch of different ones. All from Splice, I guess. Splice has been a good resource for lo-fi kits. There's so many lo-fi kits on Splice, it helps a lot. I guess, I don't know, I guess that's how I keep it the most organized. Hope that helped. Let me know if there's anything else I need to explain clearer, or if I didn't fully answer the question that you were asking. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for, honestly, I love the questions. It's sort of the reason I'm live streaming this, is so that I can answer any questions you have about how the song's being made, because, I don't know, I thought it was a cool concept that you can, like, watch a song being made, or if you hear the song and you really like it, you can go back and literally see how it was made. But I also love live streaming because I love the suggestions people will have. Or some people will be like straight up like, no, what you're doing right there, I really didn't like that part. Change it back to what it was, or something like that. And then sometimes that's a good idea. Sometimes I defy chat and do whatever I want. I feel like this could fit, but I don't know the timing that I need. Because it doesn't want to come in right on the downbeat. I think I could use this maybe. I can hear it with a lot of reverb too. Like here, let's bring it in here. Turn it down, give it a lot of reverb. Oh, we're at 85. Bring this to 85. Or leave it at that. Hang on. Yeah, see, that's it right on the downbeat, and that doesn't feel quite right. Feels like it needs to be. Do this. Unwarp it. Because with it warped, it sounds a little bit off, but I might be able to fix it. Just like this. Let me just push this back manually. Because when I'm warping it, I can hear it stretching a lot, and I don't really like it. Like that, this part sounds fine. The da 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 da. This comes in a little sooner. That comes in a little late. Like this. Ooh, that's pretty good. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let me hear it with just the beat. Are you done? Done already? I almost wish she was saying this out longer. There's nothing I really do about that, but it sounds good. I like that. Now let's see what else we can do to it. So I want to duplicate it 4 times right there. Let's also put it above the rain. The rain should just be on the bottom in terms of organization, just because it's like a long drone. In fact, actually, no. The rain should just go on the very, very top. I sort of like this falling structure when I when I organize my music too. I guess anything that's like looping through or going the entire length of the song, I'll just throw all the way up at the top of the screen. I don't know. Looks nicer that way. Now, I like, it's a good sound, but do I want to do this? Let's just experiment. Play, please. You can play, Ableton? Okay, buddy. Here we go. What if we did? Let's. I don't want to ruin this one right now. I mean, this is real simple, but let's just duplicate it. Turn this one off, and let's do this. Something more like here-ish. That. We also don't have a sidechain compression. That on there. Also needs a compressor other than the sidechain one, because when she goes da 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 da, she gets a little too loud. Just a plain one. It doesn't need to be anything super fancy. We'll do it. Actually, I guess if we're doing that, keep the utility. Put it after the compressor. No, don't do that. Turn this down. A little more down. That's good. And then honestly, maybe turn down the whole thing. What sounds better, that or this? Here's the other one again. Can't decide. We could otherwise do this as well. After the compression. No, 4. Let's do that, and then turn the whole thing up. I sort of like the full voice more. Let's see. Then we gotta think of an ending, I guess. Why did that click back on again? No, you don't need to click back on. That long. Go into the mixer. And we'll just like lower the track volume right there. Something like that. Actually, that fades out too quickly. We'll go like that. The master might end up messing with this too. Because the master likes to put a noise gate on, so that sort of can fuck up fade outs and stuff. Okay, that would be good there. Let me hear this with headphones on. But look at that, in about 2 hours, we got our track done. How about them apples? That was fast. Of course, when I have headphones on, I immediately want to turn down the rain. Takes you about 2 months. Yeah, I know a lot of people that produce music that they'll spend 6 months working on an album and then they'll never release it because they're still tweaking little bits and it's just not quite done for them. That's why I did Tunesday, honestly. That's why I started doing Tunesdays. Is so I would be like, well, I have to finish the song in one sitting. I can't expect people to come back and watch this thing built over a 6-month time period. I gotta just do it in one sitting. Still want the rain down a little bit. I just hear it so loud with headphones on. It really needs to be background, like very background. Love this part. With this shaper box. This is a plugin I recommend so much. It does these time skips. You can, basically I just drew this out. Voice needs to be in the background more. Best thing about the shaper box so basically the shaper box can do a lot of things. Let me put one on the master and show you some of the stuff that it can do. And here's why I recommend it the most. They're not paying me or anything to do this or to plug their product. I just plug it because it's an amazing plugin. And the best thing about it is still free to use if you want. I bought the Time Shaper one. Basically, there's a whole bunch of chunks to the whole Shapers box or whatever. I bought just the Time Shape one for like $30 or something like that. But you can download the whole preview thing, and you can use all the presets. You can still make your own stuff, and you can still export the project, and there's no limitations for it even while it's free. The only thing you can't do when it's free is you can't save your presets. So like if you make something awesome in the shaper box in here and you go, I want to keep that and use it for future tracks and stuff, you can't do that unless you buy the plugin. And I bought it. I'm glad I did because I've already saved 2 different things so far that I use all the time. But basically, it just jumps around in time of your song automatically. So if you ever need to make like vocal chop, it'll sort of do it for you. If we just play the track here. And so what I can do is, here's a simple example. Let's cut it in half here. So now it's basically playing this, and then it jumps back and plays the same part again, just for the real simple right in half. And or if you want, you could jump back here, like we could jump back another one here. And now this is on the master, so it's jumping back everything. I could put this on an individual track, like I did with the piano. But you can even make weird sort of jumps like this. So what's more is not only that, but you can also do like tape sounds. So for instance, you can be a DJ. These are all just presets right here. Oh, but man, for transitional reasons, this is like the best because you just keep it off for most of the track, and then right here, just for that, it's worth it to get it, just to get that sort of little transition there. It's so easy too. It's just turning on the plugin just for the very end of it. Like, oh, I can feel the transition coming soon. Right here. Oh, I came in a little early. There. Here's like a reverse effect. Like, look at how fucking cool that is. They even have some stutter things too. Like these do specific things. That's it. Jumping down consistently. Here's where it speeds up. Some of these I don't know how you'd use them, but someone might. That's a pretty good one. I like that one a lot. To me, the best things are the tape. I mean, you could do like a tape ending sort of thing. You can do that. Honestly, you don't need the plugin to do that because there's also another one that's also free that can do it actually way better. It's called Isotope Vinyl. If you ever want to have that like record turning off sound, this basically adds like fake record sound throughout the whole project if you have it on the master. But you can also just click spin down, and it's literally as simple as clicking the button. That's it. This is another free plugin. But I recommend checking out the Shaper Box. Just because of all the fun stuff you can do. You know, it's worth it alone for the transition stuff that you can do, like with these scratches. Like, oh, here we go. We're coming up to this part. I'm just gonna click it on right there at the end. That's it, and then you click it off. Because that's what I already have going on over here. I already have this one already built in. And I'm just showing you just the time things you can do. Technically, you could even go, okay, I also want to add width See, I don't mess with these ones that much. So I'm not entirely sure what it's doing. But a best way to tell the other things that it can do is just by jumping through these other presets. Let's just try some out. I don't think this one's supposed to be used on a master. Okay, hang on a minute. I actually like that amateur turntable one. It would work really well for, hang on. What would it work best with, actually, I should think about. Let me just try something real quick. What if I duplicate this? And on this particular shaper box, I turn it into that one. What was it called? It was like amateur. Are these alphabetical? No, they're not. I don't remember what fucking page that was on. It was near the end. Wait, it was near this one, right? Music maker, machine. Here we go. Amateur turntablist. I don't want any reverb on it. Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't fit the mood, but there's a lot of potential with that one. But that's basically what I'm using on this part too. I have just the piano going with this shaper box. So it's... And yes, I could go in and cut up the piano and make this the way I arranged it in here. But this allows you, I think, to make things that you don't necessarily know you were looking for. You know what I mean? It does so much of the work for you, which is why I'm able to write this whole song in like 2 hours. It's because I can just like grab this tool and I could be like, oh, what does it sound like if I do this? I mean, there's obviously silence, so I don't want to do that. What about here? There's a little bit of a note coming in. I like letting this one hang out more, but otherwise you just sort of experiment and jump around. It allows you to, I don't know, to me, hear things that you sort of knew you were looking for, but you didn't know how to find. And it sort of helps you find them. I'm all about like letting the software sort of do the grunt of the work, which is why I love Ableton so much. Because Ableton does so much of the work for you. You could just drag your loops around and it will put all the fades in necessary so there's no clips and no clicks. It does all that work for you. One last kick here. Like... just one. Also, when we get to the higher hi-hat part, or the faster one, I mean, I want to turn down the volume a little bit. Just a little bit. Whoa. I'm going to turn it down on a utility here so I don't have to automate the volume. That might be good. Let me make sure that's not too apparent. You know what, actually? I want to do this. Let's bring this up a little bit. Let's bring this up 1 dB. And then lower the whole sound 1 dB. There. I think the rain's finally at a good volume. Turn the kick up a little bit. Do I want to cut out everything like this too? I think I might want to do that. What if, what if we did this? That way it doesn't conflict with the vocals. That's good. It's a long lo-fi track. I guess you do have to take off 3 seconds of the ending. I really like the hi-hat coming in a little late. Turn these down a little bit. on the drum rack, you got the kick, snare, and hats on different pad. No? But doesn't that make the sound on different octave? Kick, snare, and hat on different pad. No? So basically what they all are, they're all on a different track, but they're not all on a different drum rack, I suppose. So I have this one track right here that I saved, just called Lo-Fi, that is just basically I separated on here, where all of these are the hi-hats. These are all the kicks that I use, and these are all the snares. I separate them so far because when you're arranging then in MIDI, if I record right here, here's my drum rack. Let me just consolidate, loop. Yeah, but the buttons on the rack show different note. It could be that I'm just like, yeah, I was just jumping around when I was like looking at different things. Buttons on the rack show a different note. Basically, I just have like, I guess here's how I would make the kit. Let me just show. I would have a hi-hat, I separate it so that way we get all our hats. Let me turn that down. We get all our hats. And we pick a hat. There we go. Oh, no, just solo this track, please. And then we pick a kick. Better kick. Then we pick a snare, typical arranging or whatever. And then what I'll do is just duplicate this 3 times. And I'll go hat, kick, snare. And then I will go in and I will go, okay, on the hat thing, select everything except for the hats, delete them. Or delete everything else, The kick. Select everything except for these kicks right here, delete. And then the snare, everything except the snares, delete. And so there we arranged it, and we have our kick, our hats, and our snares. So that way when you listen to all 3, it's just the normal beat that we got. But otherwise, they're all the same rack and everything like that. And then that allows me to go in, and I can be like, okay, on the kick, we need a better kick sound. So to get that, I always recommend preset kick EQ2. Listen how much beefier this is now. There, boom. Let's put a snare one on now too. And a hi-hat. And then I'll be like, okay, snare's just a little loud. Lower the snare. Same with the hi-hat. Bump that kick. And there's our track, or our drum beat. I'm pretty sure you can just hit tab, then right-click on the drum rack, and the exact one each. So that the note D sharp and E on the drum pad doesn't mean that they actually are playing that note. Well, it wouldn't be playing that note. I mean, if you're looking on the piano roll, I'm pretty sure you can just hit tab, then right-click on the drum rack, and the exact one each. But it's not actually hitting these notes. I'm basically assigning here, like when you look in this sort of form, it's saying like when you press the A2 on your keyboard or whatever on the MIDI note, it's going to play this. Right now it's C sharp. I mean, it's not actually a C sharp. It's just playing this. So you could actually arrange something to a key if you really want. But since I'm not really even noticing what I'm hitting in terms of the piano roll, this is not exactly, I'm not even thinking of this as a C sharp. I'm just listening to the snare sounds or the hi-hat sounds or whatever. That's why there's this, where there's a gap in the middle. It's because I make these huge gaps on here, because we have this section, and then this whole section is completely left blank, and then this one goes, and then this is left blank, and then this one goes. The reason I leave some blank is just to make sure that they're very clearly separated in here, and so that we have all our hi-hats first, and then we have all our kicks next, and then we have all our snares after that, because otherwise I don't like when because I've done this in the past where I'll arrange kits where it'll be like kick, 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 snare, snare, kick, 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 and then all the rest of the snares. And it's like these two snares snuck in that part just because it can get a little confusing when you're building a kit using just this, and you have to like specifically look at what notes they are here. So that if you separate them like really dramatically like I did here, then you'll automatically be in the correct spot. Just because it does get confusing. It goes E, F, F sharp, G, right? That's all in a row. And then we jump over here, and now we're on C, C, C sharp, D, D sharp. Why did it jump so far? You know what I mean? I don't know. It can get confusing. So changing the note can be done by transposing them. It's not playing a note. It's just linking it to a MIDI so it can play it on a MIDI keyboard or something. Exactly. It's not... Basically, the way that Ableton's drum rack works is a lot different than their instrument rack. So you can do, I think, what you're talking about with an instrument rack. So if I do this and I bring in this instrument rack and I go, okay, I want this vocal sample right here, this one. I can drag this into an instrument rack, right? And so now this one, when I'm playing on a keyboard here, oh, can I hear that one, please? Now this one actually matters where I'm hitting on the keyboard. If I play higher up, or lower, you know. So the instrument rack actually cares about the pitch, and it will change the pitch depending on where you're playing for the sound that you put in. So if I were to put in a kick in here and I were to go down or something like that, it would lower the kick's pitch. But when you're working with a drum rack in Ableton, it basically says, like, fuck pitch. Pitch doesn't matter. Just signal what you want to come in here. But make sure to tune to middle C to get the correct notes. That's true. You're correct. Yeah, when doing the example of this thing, I would want to make sure this is middle C. Otherwise, it's going to get very confusing. Because middle C will just play the sample as it is exactly. But when you're working with the drum rack, it just says, like, I don't care about any of the pitch. What do you want? When you press D2, what noise do you want to come out of the speaker is basically what Ableton's saying. Now, you can go in and fine-tune the pitch then, too. So, for instance, in the snare here, if I go in and I go, this hi-hat, I like this one, but it has to be, it's not quite right. Or maybe if you put a tom here and the tom's not tuned quite right, you can go into the sound and there's this transpose feature right here, and I can lower it and be like, okay, now it's lower, but it's still just playing the sound exactly right when you would press, in this example, A sharp 4. So you can change the transposition to any of them, but it's basically with the way the drum rack works. It says when you press this part, what happens, and then you can do a couple other things too. You can do trigger and gate. And so the difference between that is trigger means when you press that button. I guess the best example of that is my stream soundboard effect. It says when you press that button, it doesn't matter how long you hold the note down or draw it down in MIDI or whatever. When you press that button, we will play this sound all the way to the end. So for instance, I can do this. I just press that button once, but it's going to play this sound all the way to the end here. Like that. But if I switch it over to gate, then it's only listening for when I'm holding the sound or when you're drawing the MIDI note. And as soon as you let off, it stops. So that's the usefulness with that. Basically, what this would be used for is the best use for this is for hi-hats. If you have like an open hi-hat, set it to gate, and then you draw how long you want the person to have that hi-hat open for. Because a lot of times you can't get a really nice open close in one sample, so you can have it set where he'll just you know, open hi-hat, close. So that way it actually closes. And then you probably want to put another sample in that's then like the closed hi-hat sound or the sound of it closing, so that way it feels and sounds more natural, but then you can cut out the hi-hat sound that's open. This is just my random soundboard of important shit that I need. I need this stuff, okay?
You say one word to anyone and I'm gonna moon you.
You're gonna what?
Moon you!
Okay. Yeah, that's Ableton's drum rack is incredible. I love it. It works so well. And what I was saying before too is if you wanted to arrange the whole thing in just one track, you could, because all of these effects that I have on the hi-hat right here, on this hi-hat track, I could grab all of these and I can drag them into here, and then it will only play it on the hi-hat sound or whatever sound I have selected, you know? So you could keep it all arranged in one chunk if you want. I just don't necessarily like doing that because I like seeing the full interface of this. And maybe that's more useful if you have like 70 tracks, right? And multiple different types of drum kits, and it can get really long and really big and confusing. But when I'm just doing a little lo-fi track, and it's like, this is about it. What do we have, like 10 tracks here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 tracks in the whole song. Like, I don't mind separating out kick, snare, hi-hat into their own tracks. Not one bit. Do I want to change anything else? Make sure it still sounds good without headphones on. Sometimes I mix to headphones too closely. Headphones and speakers are very, very different. So it's always important to mix your tracks with both. You'll hear things you don't hear with speakers on headphones, and you'll make things too quiet that you can't hear them with the speakers if you mix just with headphones. Or I don't know. I'm getting confused. I think we might be done. I think we might be done. I can't think of anything else I want to change. I like it. I like the... Oh. Did we want to put this in? Here, let me just put it in just so you can hear what it sounds like. This is like too easy to do, but it'll work. Put this here. Unwarp it. Turn it down. And give it reverb. Pretty good. It does need a compressor.
Boys, I think we did a job we can be proud of. Look at all the samples we got. There's going to be a large headline when they see all these great things we're bringing back to them.
I like it. It works. It's so easy to do that. Best thing about this lo-fi track that I like is that, yes, I did use samples like the rain and this movie dialogue, of course, and even this vocal sample right here. But a large chunk of it, I guess I use samples for the drums too. Never mind, I should shut up. I was gonna say the large chunk of it I made myself, at least with this piano and the bass and the organ, but I guess it's like 50% sampled and 50% original stuff. Kick sounds really good, very, very punchy, very loud. Yeah, that's good. I think we might be done for today. This might be a record on Tunesday composing. I mean, I guess that's why I took the time to explain some of the other stuff inside of Ableton, or at least the process that I do, or the shaper box, which I strongly recommend everybody get. Cable guys should pay me for plugging their. No, they shouldn't pay me. Just let me get all the other stuff for free. There, that's how you can pay me. I think that's just called a sponsorship. Cable guys. That's who made this, right? Yeah, Cable guys. Shaperbox, check it out. I strongly recommend it. It's pretty good. Hell, I'm using it a lot in this. I use it for the transition right here. I use it to mix up the piano right here. It's good shit. But I think that's going to do it for today. We were short, we were quick, but we were productive. We got ourselves a 3.5 minute lo-fi track, and this will round out the last album of this, or the last, whatever. It'll round out this Tunesday album that we got going right now. I've been basically putting these songs, all these past Tunesdays, into 3-month album chunks: February, March, or January, February, March here, April, May, June. So now this is January, February, March of 2019 in the books, and this makes it three years I've been doing Tunesdays. It's been a long, fun journey, and we'll keep going. So that means the next Tuesday I do, it'll be April 2nd, right? Yeah. Will be the start of a brand new album, and will be the beginning of the 4th year of Tunesdays. Wow. Whew. We've been, honestly, I think we've been getting better. If you were to listen to some of this earlier stuff here, it's not bad. But this stuff, I think, is way better. The stuff I've been doing recently. Or, I mean, I had some moments in the beginning, or in the middle part, too. Like, some of these are really good. But damn, I'm happy with how much music we've been putting out. That's a total of 156 songs I've gotten. Whew. Exhausting, but fun. Worth it every bit of the way. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. All the questions, all the conversations we've had, makes it all worth it. Next stream is going to be, might be the next Tuesday, a week from now. I have a crazy busy work week. Maybe I can try to slip in something tomorrow, but there's really no promises because I got so many things to do. Not to mention I'm going to work like 50 hours in the next 5 days. So It'll be a long week, but I'll be working for that next Tuesday. That's what I'll be doing. That'll get me by. And who knows how we'll start off the next album. I really don't know. I'm always hesitant or nervous, I guess I should say, about how I want to start the next album, but we'll see what we end up coming up with. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Is it how do I pronounce your name? Extham? Am I saying that correctly? Apollo, thank you for hanging out. Stormrunner Gaming, thank you for following. Though I could have sworn you followed before. Oh, just Tom. Got it. I guess that's true. All right, Tom. Spelled like Tom York. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you hopefully next Tuesday or whenever you feel like dropping by again. Let's see. I don't think I got anything else to say. So thank you for hanging out and watching, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye-bye.